Morning, how's everyone? We are here with a review of the US markets, the US dollar, Bitcoin, oil, and gold. So, interesting events overnight. The market sank overnight with regards to concerns on the tech spending, especially the spending put out by Microsoft. Their capex plans got the investors nervous, and as a result, the market sank overnight. There was a drop of almost a 0.5% across all markets, and obviously the markets were nervous about the nomination of the new Fed chair as well, who, as it happens, has been nominated just a few minutes ago. Kevin Walsh, we now know, is the new Fed chair, who's known to be a hawk. However, he has been portraying himself as a dove to align himself with Trump's policies recently. So we don't know whether his recent comments truly reflect his thinking, or whether his previous stance is what he actually is going to be. But the markets seem to be reacting favorably to that, and it seems that in the last few minutes, all three markets, the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500, have climbed. So it seems that the markets are taking him at face value, where he has said that he will be considering rate cuts. And this is what he said in the last few weeks, whereas previously he has been quite hawkish in his opinions. With that, it seems that gold is declining as a safe haven, and the dollar is strengthening. Um, and it feels that gold has come down from its all-time high of about 55.50. It has come back down to about 5,051 the dollar appears to be gaining some strength. However, that is what was the case was until he was actually nominated. But now that he's been nominated, and the markets appear to be thinking that he is going to be in favor of rate cuts, that would actually weaken the dollar. So there's a bit of confusion here. It's too early to gauge how the dollar is going to behave in response to the nomination of Kevin Walsh. Oil prices are holding. Things seem to be heading towards a showdown between Iran and the United States, but at the same time, there is some talk of negotiations going on behind the scenes, which is understandable. And because of that, I think oil is taking a breather. Bitcoin has sunk overnight and is trying to make a recovery. It sank to about 81,000. It's trying to pay some of its losses, but is still hovering around 83,000. I think it will make some recovery as the markets recover today. So today, markets are responding to the nomination of the new Fed chair, Kevin Walsh, who's supposed to be a hawk, but apparently is now a dove. So let's see how the markets respond to that. It's a little early, but that is what's going to drive the markets. His nomination, and so far it seems that the markets are going upwards because of that. I think they've climbed quite a bit in the last few minutes. I think that we are going to see a bit of a drop, but on the whole, markets are going to respond positively to that, and as a result, the dollar is going to weaken, and the safe haven asset in the shape of gold is going to climb. That is my prediction. We will keep you posted. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you after the weekend.